live, or do I want to wear this mask and be in danger? Because we are having issues with the police because I'm walking down the street and I'm 6'3", I'm 265, 270 pounds, not my size. But you say a big old brother, he walking down the street with a mask on his face. The police harassing him. That same dude walked down the same street the next day without the mask, the police harassing him. This is why you need to engage. Like, you got the brother, and he's not one of my favorite people because he talks. You can clearly see he's a politician. But Cory Booker has written legislation to get pandemic training for police officers. Now, this is something that Cory Booker should have had on the books the day when he was a mayor in Newark. He should have been trying to push forward this legislation then, but I'm glad he's doing it. Now it's better late than never, but this is why when we come up with these plans, these are the things that we have to pay attention to. Because when you are constantly under duress by these damn race soldiers, is what I call them, aka the police force, you will put yourself in a stressful situation, and stress turns into weakening of your immune system. That weakening of your immune system gets you affected with coronavirus. Y'all know the wheels that I'm rolling down that hill. Now, another reason I'm bringing that up is this. Thursday was the 25th anniversary of the LA riots. If you're not familiar with the LA riots, that's when Rodney King's, the people who assaulted Rodney King, these race soldiers, aka the LAPD, one of the most crooked police forces in the United States of America. When they assaulted Rodney King, they got away with it. They got found not guilty, and the city of Los Angeles erupted. The brother at the top of the show, brother Dr. Kwame Ture, aka Stokely Carmichael, who spoke about it. This is why they were able to do those things. Every 25, 30 years, it becomes a groundswell. And at some point we erupt. Enough of that. What we need to do is start getting our acts together, and then we won't have to worry about these things. If brothers walk around with these masks getting harassed by the police, we need to be the mayors and the councilmen and all that in these towns, and then that dude gets fired. You got a brother who was assaulted and killed jogging through Georgia, southeastern Georgia. He got chased, shot, and killed, and nobody has been arrested. I'm going to say that again. The 23rd of February, you got a brother who was jogging. He was chased down by two white men, shot and killed, and nobody has been arrested. And that's because you don't have any representation, and that's because they know you don't have no power. Now, you can join an organization like the Moorish Americans, like the brother was just talking about, who talks about the laws and can teach you those things, or you can go on your own and get something like the Black Laws Dictionary and certain things of that nature. But at some point, we have to get together, educate each other, and start fighting the system, because most of y'all don't want to pack up and go on across the pond. So if you're going to be here, you may as well learn how to defend yourself properly and hold these people's feet to the fire. Another reason I brought the Cuba thing up is, guess what? The country of Cuba has sent doctors over to Africa to help the brothers and sisters over there. Newsflash, while we dying by the hundreds over here, the country of Senegal, where they always show Africa where ain't nothing but flies and stuff around people, and the kids with the big stomachs and starvation, and they're a third world country, as the president says, shithole countries. They've all but eradicated it, and Senegal with the help of the Cuban national government. See, we got to get out of the way of this stuff, man. Senegal is whatever they're doing over there. Whatever those Cuban doctors are doing, probably a lot of brothers and sisters like me and you who took the opportunity to get that free education, they're over there saving lives. So, again, man, we have to galvanize our community and put ourselves in a situation so we can succeed. It's not difficult. Another thing, the Chinese banned in Africa. Africans temporarily. We don't need to be over there. Go your ass home and win in your homeland, or go to another country on the continent. See, this is our problem. We always want to integrate, be everybody's damn buddies. Don't nobody, the people, look, this is American propaganda machine that's running on high at all time, and it's turning everybody in the world against you. Hip hop is, black people ain't shit, but all y'all getting tans. Everybody laying their ass out in the sun. Black people lazy, but you always want to come in when we invent something. Everybody else run their ass over us. So at some point, I told y'all, we have a broken leg. We must heal that broken leg, and then everybody else who needs some help, we can think about helping them in. But you got 53 countries on the continent. You got the Caribbean. You got the United States of America. Look, they call us the minorities. We're really the global majority. We're going to get rid of that foolishness too. We're the minorities of the country. It's more people that look like me that walk this earth than look like anybody else. So how in the hell am I a minority? Look at these things. Listen to these things. Listen to these traps they keep putting us in, because it's only to destroy your psyche. We got grandkids, nieces, nephews, cousins who are under us and looking for guidance. I will continue to say this until we fix it. The people who were born between 1958 and 1978, we dropped the ball. Now it's time for us to pick up the ball, circle the wagons, and fight for our young people's future, our seniors' future. You know what's funny, man? As crazy as it is, they always talk about the black fathers. It's a Harvard study done. We are 60% more likely to engage with our kids than any culture that walks the face of the earth. Did you hear me, people? 6 out of 10 fathers engage more than any other culture on earth. But with there be dads, because we accept these things. Oh man, we don't know nothing. Do y'all understand? As I go around the city or whatever, we're not the only people throwing these parties. But we the only people on TV throwing these parties. I got a friend, well, he was my cousin's ex-boyfriend. This dude told me when he was on his way to America from Nigeria, he thought America was just as black as Nigeria. When he got here, all he saw on the news was us hurting people. So he was scared of us. Then he started interacting. And then he stopped being afraid. And then he started being angry at the other culture, the dominant society. And then he stopped that. And then he just started making friends. So we have to stop allowing people to tell us what we're capable of, what we're doing, unless you listen to me. I ain't trying to be. I'm not doing that's not a self-grandiose, self-beneficial thing. I'm not trying to just tell you to listen to me. But we have to stop listening to people who definitely have shown us over the last 400 years that they can give a less than a hot goddamn about us. How are we going to tell people who beaten us, enslaved us, and created laws to hold us back? We're going to listen to that person to help us out. Impossible. So we have to stop. Now, back to this COVID thing. COVID-19 is a serious situation. None of us have any answers. None of us knows what's going on. But what I do want my brothers and sisters to stop doing is taking this shit like, look, they are weaponizing this thing against our community. A couple weeks ago, I played a recording of Brother Dick Gregory. He said it's 24 hours in a day. You allegedly sleep 8, you work 8, and then you allegedly got 8 to interact with your family. You know how stressful that is when you're not interacting with your family? Do you know how stressful it is when your kids can't talk to you? When you're too tired, only thing you can do is cook, say hi, get ready to go to bed. That's stressful because we're human beings and we need that interaction. Anytime you are discrediting the FDA and defunding the CDC, you're undermining health organizations, COVID-19 will run wild. Look, we're going to open up entrepreneurial adventures that most of our people are doing in the state of Georgia so they can reinfect themselves and die because they're stressed out, because they have an insufficient diet, so they're not getting the nutrients, and we terrorizing their asses. So guess what? They're subject to it. They weaponize this thing against us. We must, because even when it starts going on the downtick, we must identify, it's going on the downtick, but we are not out of the woods. We cannot do this, folks. We cannot do this. Last week I told y'all I was gonna tell y'all about the brother who was a master farmer, my man Big Country. He listening in the background. Big Country asked me the dude's name. His name is John Jameson, Master Farmer. Look him up, and he will give you all the information you need to create your own farm and put you in a position to get everything done. Now, what I want to do is this. I want to talk about some foolishness for a second. These two sisters who, in my opinion, are the epitome of what we used to call in the 80s chicken heads. They were fired from Fox. They're called Diamond and Silk. It's these two sisters, yeah, honey child ass women on TV supporting Donald Trump. Here's the funny part. They got fired from Fox News for telling lies. The same Fox News that gives you half truths every day. That's oxymoronic in itself, how hypocritical. I'm not even upset that they've got eradicated, but here's the sad part. I'm looking at this thing right now on the screen. It says, find us on Facebook, Spreaker. They have 260,527 likes on Facebook. Diamond and Silk had that many followers on Instagram. I mean, on YouTube. That means those two buffoons are making money hand over fist, spreading the propaganda that is white supremacists talking about he got our back. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be fired. I'm glad, but what I'm saying is, how in the hell did they ever come to power? They should have never been in existence. And before I get ready to wrap things up, or not wrap things up, before I hit my favorite part of the show, it's the entrepreneurial part of the show. I want to put this in the chat room. This is my, I want to talk about this. This is a tortilla company. It's called El Negrillo. They shut down because two of their employees got COVID-19. This goes back to my earlier point when I told y'all the Latino community owns this tortilla company. Latino community primarily uses the most tortillas. It's part of their daily diet. And now, one of the biggest industries they have has been infected with COVID-19. Why did I bring that up? Because it goes right hand in hand with what I'm saying. If you eat something the most, you enjoy it the most, and eat something the most, you enjoy it the most, and you make it so everybody can eat. Now, with that being said, this is what I want to do. I want to bring up this. Let me put this in the chat room before I even bring it up. And I want you guys to think about this. This is extremely important. These three things that I'm about to post in the chat room are potential poverty busters. This COVID-19 thing is not going anywhere. When you have this many people afraid of things, they don't go away fast. A couple weeks ago, I told y'all about how there are very few black. I found out that it's 2 black-owned distilleries. I said it's 1. And now I'm giving you ways to become a certified cleaner. This is the entrepreneurial portion of the show I do every week, giving you opportunities to become entrepreneurs every week. The reason I do this is because everybody always talk about the government must create ways to get us jobs. No, we must create avenues in which we can be employed. COVID-19 is going to scare people for a very long time, no matter what. How about this? These people are certified disinfectants, these cleaning services. If you could become a certified janitor or have a janitorial company, what you can do is go into these. You can go into these companies with these who own these big buildings, these management companies that own these big buildings, and tell them, I will start cleaning at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. when all your people leave. I will work your entire building from top to bottom and disinfect all the chairs, disinfect all the tables, disinfect the bathrooms. All you're going to be doing is wiping things down. Do you know how many hundreds of thousands of dollars will be made from that industry alone? As a matter of fact, one of these websites I went to, and it is the I just put it in the chat room, the IJCSA.org cleanest certifications. Their site is about to crash. They said we need some time.